Shoppers love crossovers, and today, more shoppers than ever want key crossover benefits like all-wheel drive, elevated ground clearance, cargo space, and a taller driving position, but without the bloat of a larger model. And so small crossovers like this new Audi Q3 and competitors from BMW, Infiniti, Mercedes, Buick, and others are becoming big business as shoppers look to upgrade from a smaller luxury car into something with more space, or to downsize from a bigger, thirstier SUV into something smaller, more maneuverable, and easier on fuel. If you like the idea of rocking a crossover but aren't interested in excessive fuel bills and handling on par with a dumpster, there's never been a better time to be shopping this segment. If you're already in a few-year-old Audi and upsizing or downsizing into the new Q3, or if you're new to the brand, you'll find plenty of key Audi attributes at work, which is a good thing. Styling includes all modern Audi Qs, including that unmistakable grille and the almost artful use of LED lighting technology for a unique illumination signature. You get Quattro all-wheel drive and this proven 2-liter turbo engine with 200 horsepower, which is a solid performer that's stood the test of time. And on board, well, the cabin might be where the Q3 hits the hardest. The familiar Audi Mmi Interface lets drivers use this knob and control pad to manipulate hundreds of functions on the central display. Once you've got it down, it's powerful and the graphics are clean and tidy. Just like the beautifully simple instruments, and actually the styling of the rest of the cabin too. At a glance, it's tastefully restrained, modern, tidy, and formal, and far from excessive. Look more closely, and it's a bunch of subtle details that help to convey a premium look and feel, right down to the lack of hard edges and the use of matte black and aluminum for trim. The strong overall design and the little details and touches come together nicely in here, helping the Q3's cabin punch above its weight. Back here, there is a rake to the hatchback, meaning the cargo area is wide but not tall right to the back, though it should still prove sufficient for a big load of groceries, some camping gear, your canine, and the like.
So here's another clever touch too. There's this power tailgate. You get the standard button that closes it and this lock button here, which is handy if you're, say, unloading a load full of groceries or gear. You don't feel like fumbling around for your keys. You just push the button, grab your stuff, get out of the way, closes the tailgate, and locks the Q3 up for you. Simple, handy, love it.
Rear seats fold down almost totally flat to enhance cargo space. Flipped up, the rear seat room is generous enough for 2 adults to lounge in comfort. Up front, like in the back, there's plenty of headroom even with the panoramic roof. You actually plunk down into the Q3 a bit, meaning no step up inside, even though the driving position is still on the tall side. This is perfect if you've got an elderly or mobility challenged passenger who will likely find the Q3 easy to get in and out of. For a shopper without big kids, a couple who typically travels alone but needs extra space from time to time, or as a small secondary family luxury utility runabout, the Q3 is sized just right. With 200 horsepower and a little more torque from the buttery smooth TFSI 4-cylinder with intercooled turbocharger, look for refined performance that feels effortless, and especially when driving gently through traffic or up highway hills, the low-end power sees the Q3 glide along with minimal revs. The shifts from the 6-speed automatic are typically imperceptible and the engine is quiet. Opened up, the acceleration is strong, should prove adequately punchy for most drivers, and notably, even maxed out to redline, this engine never feels like it's out of its comfort zone. It's all the power most drivers will need. And it's good on fuel too, with my average over the course of a week landing well under 10 liters per 100 clicks of premium gas, even with some high-speed cruising of major highways. The ride quality on this particular model, fitted with the S-Line package, is something you'll need to check out for yourself on a test drive.
All right, so look down here, big, beautiful 20-inch wheels bolted to a sporty suspension, and especially these thin tires mean that there's limited cushioning for rougher roads on account of the tire sidewall being so minimal. Now that puts ride quality at the mercy of the surface passing beneath, and if you're considering a model with the S-Line package, be sure to visit the roughest road you can find on a test drive to make sure that you don't find the ride uncomfortable. If you do, or if really responsive handling isn't a priority, you'll probably be better off in a unit with less wheel diameter and more sidewall for more cushioning and more comfort.
So fitted with the S-Line wheels and tires, the Tester handles smooth roads nicely, though road noise levels are a bit higher than you might expect from your luxury crossover, and the ride can become abrupt, though notably, as sporty crossovers with big wheels go, this is on the more comfortable side of the equation. The trade-off is worth it if you're a bit of a driving enthusiast. Flick the drive mode selector to dynamic, and recalibrations of the steering and throttle provide a more pleasing instant response to your input, with the heavier steering helping you feel connected directly to the road, and precise steering responses when you're pushing it a bit. It steers quick corners flat and feels lively and mischievous when you browse some bends at speed. And one final note, these optional LED headlights flood the road with clean white light that's easy on the eyes, offer plenty of peripheral illumination into the tree line beside dark highways, and they engage reflective surfaces very far up the road. This is a fantastic lighting system. So let's sum it up. You'll like the refined and efficient engine, the outstanding performance of the LED headlights, the easily accessed and nicely trimmed cabin, and the mischievous handling. Fuel mileage will keep your gas bills in check too. Complaints? Nothing major, but with the S-Line package, ride quality drops to enable an increase in handling, so make sure that you're okay with the trade-off. Also note that there's a strange delay before the backup camera turns on when you engage reverse. You'll have to wait a second for it. Ultimately, with pricing starting under $35 and this top-line model coming in from the low 40s while offering a standout interior, proven drivetrain, and numerous thoughtful and delightful feature and design touches, the Q3 should prove a compelling way to drop your cash on a new little luxury ute, especially if your priorities fall in line with a machine that's as sporty as it is luxurious. Thanks for watching.